What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. I am super excited today because we got the Premium Masterline Aliens Warrior Alien DX bonus version. God, what a mouthful. Two massive heavy boxes. I'm not going to set this up on the table. I need space, and I'm just going to show you part by part as I open this bad boy. I did want to give you guys one little technique I've been doing a lot lately. I don't take this out of this. I simply do this. I fold the plastic down to hold this down, and then I just open this up, and then I literally just pull the styrofoam right out. The reason I do this is it makes it a lot easier when I'm putting the boxes away, like putting the styrofoam back in here. Because when you take out this colored art box and you're trying to put it back in, it's such a pain to align all the styrofoams and everything. And I hate that. It annoys me. So I do it this way. I never have to worry about that. I could box stuff up 10 times quicker. Now, some people may want to look at the art box. I do not care. I wish companies would stop doing art boxes because it's a waste of money. I don't care for it. Here is the instructions. As you can see, decent amount of parts. This is more or less what we're going to see inside the box, though. I'm really excited for this piece because I think it looks really freaking good. Based off pics, and it's going to go right here, a very crucial part of my collection. And then once we get the big chap bust, which will go here, or if for some wild reason I decide to put it there, we can. If it doesn't look good here, I'll try it right there. But big chap bust is only a few weeks away. But I'm very happy to get this. It's been one of my most anticipated POs, and I think it's a underrated piece. We will see though. But let's take it out of the box, see what's inside. Alrighty, so in the fat, shorter box, you have the base. Dude, those eggs are freaking way bigger than those little Jupiters. Oh my gosh. Oh my freaking gosh. So much bigger. Wowzers. Those look like 1/10 scales compared to that. That is huge. And that base, redonkulous. Like, that looks bigger than his base. And his is so big. The face hugger also is double to triple the size of this guy. The heads look about as big as Dog Alien. The rifle is right there, also massive. Like, let's just get that out. So this is the DX bonus. You have to order direct through Prime 1 to get this. It's a pulse rifle. This is technically the comic version, like comic license, but it's based off the movie. So check that out. That is awesome. So you can just display that right there on the base. Nice thing is, I could really display this with any alien. I could display this with Big Chap, with him. If I want to add something to his base, you could totally do that. So I love these little proximity pieces. Yeah, so this has quite a few parts. God, I'm worried about that base. Will that fit? I think it should. Depends. I need to see which one's the width and the depth. I'm going to put it there real quickly, because if it can't fit, like it's overlapping too much, I'll actually display it right here so it can overlap and, not get hit or whatnot, and then do Dog Alien underneath. Although I'd really prefer to do this one down low. Although if I like this way more than Dog, I'll probably do it up high. So, whew, this is so freaking cool. I'll probably set it up right here. But I don't want to film me setting it up. It's going to take too long. So I'll show you step by step, though. Alrighty, here's the base. So it does fit in the garage shelf. I already checked. Thankfully, it's not as deep. Originally, they did shorten this, actually. So this does have the Wayland logo right here. Some acid spill. This is where the back wall will go. The egg and the alien. Man, this is so cool. I love that base. Probably my favorite base of all three of Aliens. I mean, this does have like a smaller back wall, that giant thing. Obviously not as big as Big Chap. And that has a small one as well, actually. All three of them have sort of walls, which is so cool. All right, I just realized the moment I put this on, this added about 2.5 inches to the depth. Because it hangs over, it snaps in, but also it just added that in the depth. Ooh, I did not realize that. So now it's quite a bit deeper. So now I may need to just measure this. because I thought I was going to fit it, but now that back wall, which by the way is so freaking cool, but it just added a ton of depth. In addition, it made it a lot heavier. That thing's heavy as fuck, like nearly as heavy as the base. All right, I need to test this out again. Goodness. Alrighty, it still fits, thankfully, but it's obviously taking up a giant space in that 24-inch garage shelf. Technically, I have 25 inches to the wall, but I also have like the plugins for the lights, which are quite difficult to move. But yeah, it does fit though. So it does fit. And I think I'm actually just going to finish setting it up right there because I don't want to have to move it when I have the alien because it's so heavy already. So we're going to just set it up right here. But before we do, let's check out this base. Cause, it's going to be covered. So, this is very reminiscent of the movie. Especially when she goes into like the queen hive, you have all this like, I don't know what this is called, but like alien goo. And then there's the gunk for the egg as well, almost like these weird tubes and semi-glossy. It's a mixture of blues and greens. You can see some metal behind, even this like railing that hasn't been covered just quite yet. So very, very cool. Alrighty, and here is the alien egg. So like I said, check out the size difference. It's astronomically bigger. I wish Prime One would just sell these. I would buy a ton of them, actually. I'd probably buy like 6. This is so freaking cool, and the paint app is amazing. It's glossy. It's the perfect color. It's epic. So there it is, and then there is obviously my life-size one. So you got the 1/3 and the life-size. When you see it next to the life-size, you're like, oh, it's small. But in reality, this is big. That's just obviously life-size. That one has the opening where you put the face hugger, which I was thinking of displaying here and removing those. Putting those with XM Alien and putting the big egg with face hugger right there. So next step is the alien. And actually once you do the egg after, so I'll remove the egg. But you gotta do the alien, which consists of body, arms, head, inner jaw, lower jaw, and that's it. And this part is fragile. Be extremely cautious when assembling so you don't hit the back tubes more or less. Yeah, and that's the 2 different eggs. Plus there is also a switch out little bust, which you get as well, which I believe is that. So, and then of course there's the tail. Super cool though. I'm really loving this so far. Here's the extra egg. And this one definitely looks much cooler than the standard, closed egg, I will say. This is so sick. All this inner detail, almost like brain-like look. You got the ooze right there, which is similar to the ooze right there. Glossy. You got this bottom. There's a nice proximity piece. This alone, I feel like you could sell for $500. It's that cool and that big. It's huge. Like, I am astonished how big these eggs are. I thought they were going to be much smaller because that's advertised as 1/4. So I thought, oh, 1/3 will be a little bit bigger. Even the little sideshow egg, which is right there, that's advertised as 1/5. 1/3 is literally double to triple the size. It's astronomical. Here is the face hugger. Now you're going to put it down so it's like crawling out, so you're not going to see this. But I did want to show you the underbelly as well as comparison next to my custom 1/4 version. Again, it's nearly double the size. Awesome overall paint app. I wish my life size was painted this good because this looks excellent. Very, very cool. Absolutely love it. Alrighty, and there is the face hugger on top as it comes out. Super, super cool. I will say you can kind of see like the peg. It doesn't like sit completely flush because these are hitting. I mean, from top angle, you can't see it, but if you look down low, you're going to see that. And I do have it in accurate. So I feel like you'd almost need to warm up those legs and bend them up a little bit. And the tail on multiple parts to get it to fit, which isn't worth it. But yeah, that is basically the extra egg, which I can display either next to it, up here, wherever I want, really. Alrighty, so I got the alien in, and it slid in very smooth and perfect and everything. If you remember, Big Chap, I had the biggest pain in the butt. I had to heat it up. Felt like it was breaking going in. It was super annoying. This slid in perfectly. Absolutely no issues. And it's just that one front peg, but it is quite a thick steel rod going in deep. But it slid in perfectly. It does have kind of a slight lean pose. You know, like he's about to, you know, lunging forward, as you can see. But that peg was super solid, and the whole piece just felt solid. It didn't feel flimsy, and it felt really good. Yeah, so you definitely do want to remove the egg before you install this, because it's very close. And here it is with the face hugger, which is kind of like facing him a little bit. That's how the face hugger one looks. And I'll probably display the face hugger on him, just because, like I said, when it's up higher, you can see the peg. From here, you can't at all. So I'm going to display it like this. All right, next is the tail. You can kind of see the size difference between these two. It's not as big as Dog. It is thicker than Big Chap's, but not quite as long. So it's the shortest, but also one of the thickest. Like, it's quite thick. I would say it's actually even slightly thicker than Dog's. XM Alien, let's see, that one's actually really big as well. But it looks really good. It said, please be very careful as it's very fragile. And this is the only piece I need to get in the back, so I'm going to do this first, then the arms. Alrighty, and there is the tail. I didn't even have to look back. I just felt the hole, and it went right in. Decently strong magnet. And it comes up into the side. I think it looks really cool the way the tail is. I like it a lot. This is the extra display stand, and it is very heavy. Which is great because the Big Chap one was very flimsy and would fall over easily. So I had to use putty for it, where this one's very solid. Alrighty, and then you insert this like so. It also does have one of these. I believe there's actually two of these that you're able to insert right here. As you saw, strong magnet. There's a second one right here for the core statue as well. And that's pretty much everything in this box. Next is really just the arms. Yeah. The arms and the head. Alrighty, so here is the closed mouth head. Looks absolutely fantastic. The teeth look really well done. I like that. Really good paint app. Let's do a quick size comparison. Yeah, this looks excellent. I absolutely love this. You know, I used to own the Sideshow Recast. I hated that thing. I don't know why I bought it, but I'm so happy to have an awesome Alien Warrior now in my collection. Alrighty, so we got both arms in. It looks really cool. I like the pose. These have these like giant things from like wrist to elbow that pretty much none of my other aliens have. They just have like standard arms. He has a little elbow thing sticking out. This is the only one that has that giant thing, which is really cool, honestly. I put the closed mouth head on the bust. However, I did find I had to take that off to put it on first. So yeah, that had to be put on last, actually. So I'll probably remove it as well before I because I want to display the open mouth head. So straight out of the box, this is what it looks like. It's missing the bottom teeth and the inner mouth because you do put that on separately. Alrighty, YouTubers. So we do have the Alien Warrior all set up in the collection. Over there, you got the extra bust and the egg. Here he is. I think he looks pretty decent down low. Not bad at all. I mean, his head is kind of angled down low, but they don't have eyes like Predators do, or at least Predators Unmasked. You know, everything you want to see, you do see from this angle. That portrait, you can see the egg perfectly fine. You can see the base good. I think it's not quite as good this angle, but this isn't the angle I'm truly going to be looking at it. And then I did put the pulse rifle right there. It definitely looks really good right there, no doubt. Especially next to like the life-size egg face hugger, the chest burster. I would have loved if they included a little 1/3 chest burster. That would have been sick. Yeah, check that out. What do you guys think? Do you think we should do Dog Alien down low and that one above? I mean, I definitely could. So I got 4 aliens now, and I don't plan to buy any more full alien statues. Like, this is it. I think I got it covered really good because I got the OG Big Chap 1/3, Dog Alien, which is a very unique looking alien, and then Alien Warrior. So like the 3 trinity of, you know, movie aliens. The only other one out there is like the one from like Alien 4 that just have like a really plain looking head. And then of course I got the XM Alien, which is a very dynamic mix between like Alien Warrior and, you know, almost Alien Warrior and Big Chap, honestly. It's like a mix of both. You know, and that one's green. That one's like blue, black, brown, and then, God, that's like a mix of everything. This one's definitely a little bit more like black, blue, you know, hints of blue on it. Let's check that out, though. You know, the core color is definitely going to be like your darker black and blues. You know, there's the feet with the silver. And then the 3 fingers. Well, actually, those 2 are like combined. So it's 4 fingers. Well, actually 5. Those 2 are all combined. But it's kind of like 5 fingers, but they're like 2 are clenched together. That portrait is definitely excellent. And that is the long mouth, which sticks out quite a bit. And yeah, check that out. I don't know if I have it in perfectly or not. You know, this one does not have the clear dome look, which I already have the 2 main dome looks. So it's fine. It's not the easiest thing to get the heads in and out, so I think it's best to decide which head you like and just display that, and then display the other on that little bust. So I do want the open mouth look with the massive, you know, like this. The only one I'm displaying closed mouth is Dog. I like Dog closed. I think he looks a little bit cooler. I like the tail. It's sharp. It's cool. The colors are fantastic all around. I think it looks really good. Yeah, I mean, all around, this is a solid piece. I consider this easily as good as Dog Alien. I'm trying to debate if I want to display this up high or not. This has a lot more going on than Dog. Now, obviously, a different pose. Is this 1/4 or 1/3? They call it non-scale. I kind of think it can fit in both categories. Like, I don't think it's super, like, next to Berserker, I don't think these 2 look super out of scale, in all honesty. He does seem slightly bigger, though. I'll say. Just a tad. You know, but it's not a massive difference. So I'll probably keep him down low like this. I think it looks really good. I love the base. The acid through the ground and everything looks really well done. The egg is fan-frickin-tastic. The goo and alienish, the Wayland sign, all absolutely awesome. Now, I definitely could display the other egg back there if I want to. You know, and then the extra predator head. I'm kind of out of space because I got over there is my other predator heads and alien heads. As you can see, I basically got 2 and 2. I don't have space for a 3rd one. So I need to decide how I'm going to do this. You know, because I got this bad boy, and look at that. That's quite big, honestly. Like, that's a big bust. You could display that, like, goodness. And then this is massive as well. Like, this is like a space hog. I mean, I love it, but it is a space hog. No doubtedly. Like, that's almost the size of a statue. Like, that's base is pretty freaking big. Like I said, though, I absolutely love it. I'd love to just have like a field of these. I think that'd be super cool. Yeah, I definitely love that extra swap out head holder. I think it's extremely well done. It kind of reminds me of the Predator I just got. I feel like this has such a good bang for your buck. I mean, it's $2,000. You know, I think it was like 2,200 shipped for me doing economy shipping. Took a month and 4 days. And you just get a lot with this piece. You get a really elaborate base. You get 2 giant alien eggs, a rifle, a face hugger, swap out, busts with, 2 full heads. Like, I definitely feel like I got my money's worth. Dog Alien was $1,600, but he came out several years earlier when production costs were cheaper. Big Chap was also $2,000. But I feel like this is the most elaborate yet. With the egg, the rifle, all the switch outs, the fact you get 2 eggs. I feel like this is the most elaborate yet versus all the other ones. So I can't decide which one's my favorite because they're all so incredibly cool. Like, they're all so cool, but I'm really loving this, and I'm very happy I got it. I definitely see this as a highly sought-after best alien warrior out there. I know Cool Props did a 1/3, and I thought the proto looked really good, but they ended up canceling it. They're a terrible company anyways. All their products turn out trash. So this is the alien warrior to own. If you're a big alien collector, absolute no-brainer. As far as I know, it's still in stock. If you're looking to buy, use the link below. It will help the channel. But yeah, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. Definitely a 10 out of 10. I'm extremely happy overall. I think it's absolutely freaking amazing. So highly, highly recommend this. I just got to decide if I want to do the alien egg down next to it. I also got the extra head. I can technically display it there with Big Chap in the middle, but it kind of felt, I don't know. I need to decide how I'm going to do this. There's definitely some, and also even that bust, that doesn't really fit. I could definitely do the bust at least back there, and then maybe do the egg either there or there. And if I do it there, I got to remove everything on that base, but the cat. And I just have the egg. And I do display those over there with XM Alien. So definitely got some things to figure out. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think. This wall is nearly complete. We just got to wait for that Big Chap bust by Queen Studios. And I will see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.